If you want to see cloth water filters in use and see how effective they are, stay tuned. There are many ways to purify your water. The best way is to distill it. If you can't, then you've got to filter, treat and boil. This is the type of water source you may have to use in an emergency. It's probably clean because of all the aquatic life in it, but it's dirty because of all the mixed up soil. When the wind blows, it stirs up the silt. This makes cleaning the water more difficult. So find still, clean water if you can, and try not to disturb it. Reeds apparently filter the water, so I'm going to take a sample from here to see what the quality looks like. The sample looks pretty clear. This is a good sign, but we can't take it as a rule, so we'll have to try getting water from various other sources with reeds. We've taken a sample from another reed bed area, and again it seems very clear. Similarly, the sample taken from the larger pond is also fairly clear. So, search for a clean water source. It makes life easier. For testing the filters, I'm going to take some water from this very muddy pond. Here we can see the 3 samples that I've taken. For each of the 3 tests, we'll use a standard system. We'll wet the millbank style bag first in clean water, then hang it up and then pour through 1 bottle of the collected water. Then we shall photograph the result. As we can see, the filter starts to work immediately. After the initial first flow, it soon settles down to 1 drip after another. As time has gone on, the water coming out of the millbank bag seems to be even clearer. If we look inside, we can see all the detritus that hasn't got through the filter. On the next test, I think I'll let the water drip directly into the bottle. As we can see, there has been a noticeable change of colour. In this experiment, we're going to try a slightly more lightweight homemade bag, but we're going to use the same water in the same way. We'll let that feed through and come back later on to see what the result is. The quality of the water is improved. Any floaters in there are due to me messing around with a bottle. So this smaller but lighter weight filter does work. All cloth will filter water. The thickness of the weave, however, is of utmost importance. Here is the detritus that the filter has prevented going into the main body of water. If it's an open weave, the water will flow quickly, but the dirt, the detritus, will get through. If it's a closed heavy weave, the water will get through slowly but cleanly. At the end of each session, look after your kit. Wash it out so it's clean, dry it off so it can be stored successfully, ready for the next time you use it. Do this and it'll give you years of sterling service. Improvised water filters can be made very quickly from linen bags. However, they come in a variety of weights and weave. So you need a thick weight, tight weave one. Basically, you suspend the bag from one top corner, pour in the water and let it drip out of the bottom. Once again, we'll use the same process, so all the tests are the same. Because of the looser weave, we can see the flow is much faster than the other 2 bags. The filter seems to have done its job and got out most of the detritus. I'm rather surprised. I thought there would be more material passing through the more open weave. At the end of the day, all 3 samples have been cleaned somewhat. However, sample 3, by comparison to the other, seems to have more tiny particles in it, making it look darker than the other 2. At the end of the day, all 3 filters work. In the long term, I would prefer to use the millbank bag, as it's more sturdy and it's large enough to clean easily. However, at a push, any filter is better than no filter. The tighter the weave, the better the filter. Then you can use the chemicals to clean the water, not the silt. Once you've got clean water, boil it. So, get your water together, get out there, get training. You know it makes sense, it will serve you well. Big thank you to everyone who watches, comments and subscribes. Thank you, I appreciate it.